This is the journey to One Africa.
The foreign ministers of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger recommended on Friday, December 1, creating a confederation as part of a long-term goal of uniting the West African neighbors within a federation. The top diplomats of the Alliance of Sahel states met in Bamako for 2 days. Their discussions aim to flesh out the workings of the new alliance, with the ministers emphasizing the importance of diplomacy, defense, and development to consolidate political and economic integration. Malian Foreign Minister Abdoulaye Diop said the recommendations will be submitted to each head of state, who are due to meet in Bamako at an unspecified date. The country's economy and finance ministers who met on late November advised creating a stabilization fund, an investment bank, and a committee that would study an economic and monetary union. In mid-September, the military leaders of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger signed a mutual defense pact. The Leap Taco Gourmet Charter, named after the eponymous historical region, established the Alliance of Sahel States, ACE. The military leaders of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger on Saturday signed a mutual defense pact. Ministerial delegations from the 3 Sahel countries announced in Mali's capital Bamako. The Leap Taco Gourmet Charter establishes the Alliance of Sahel States, ACE. Mali's junta leader Assimi Goïta posted on X, the social network formerly known as Twitter. Its aim is to establish an architecture of collective defense and mutual assistance for the benefit of our populations, he wrote. The Leap Taco Gourmet region, where the Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger borders meet, has been ravaged by jihadism in recent years. This alliance will be a combination of military and economic efforts between the 3 countries, Mali's defense minister Abdoulaye Diop told journalists. Our priority is the fight against terrorism in the 3 countries. A jihadist insurgency that erupted in northern Mali in 2012 spread to Niger and Burkina Faso in 2015. All 3 countries have undergone coups since 2020, most recently Niger, where soldiers in July overthrew President Mohamed Bazoum. The West African regional bloc ECOWAS has threatened to intervene militarily in Niger over the coup. Mali and Burkina Faso quickly responded by saying that any such operation would be deemed a declaration of war against them. The charter signed on Saturday binds the signatories to assist one another, including militarily, in the event of an attack on any one of them. Any attack on the sovereignty and territorial integrity of one or more contracting parties shall be considered as an aggression against the other parties and shall give rise to a duty of assistance, including the use of armed force to restore and ensure security, it states. It also binds the 3 countries to work to prevent or settle armed rebellions. Mali has, in addition to fighting jihadists linked to al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group, seen a resumption of hostilities by predominantly Tuareg armed groups over the past week. The escalation risks testing an already stretched army, as well as the junta's claims that it has successfully turned around a dire security situation. The secessionist groups had in 2012 launched a rebellion before signing a peace agreement with the state in 2015. But that accord is now generally considered moribund. The renewed military activity by those armed groups has coincided with a series of deadly attacks attributed mainly to the al-Qaeda-linked Jihadist Alliance Support Group for Islam and Muslims, GSIM. Mali's junta pushed out France's anti-jihadist force in 2022 and the UN peacekeeping mission MINUSMA in 2023. French troops have also been pushed out of Burkina Faso, while Niger's coup leaders have renounced several military cooperation agreements with France.